Hello, everyone. I've come to you today to reveal my true identity that I have been hiding all of these years. So here I am, out the closet, an extraterrestrial, right before your very eyes. I know it doesn't look quite convincing. It may look like some kind of cloth skin, but that's just how our skin is, man. You know, y'all picture it like scaly and slimy and stuff. No, this is our skin. And I know my mouth isn't quite moving like yours does. That's because I'm communicating telepathically. That's how powerful we are. The audio is going right into your brain. The signals, I don't need to move my mouth for the signals to happen, man. This is just how it works. So I wanted to come in front of all of you today, present myself in the flesh, in the form that I truly am. I took off my human skin, even though it is a very attractive human skin. Decided to take it off, show it all to you today. So, yeah, where do we start, huh? I'm gonna wait for anybody to come in, if anybody does come in. If not, then hey, I'm just gonna be here and spill the beans for everyone. Um, yeah, so first things first. Yeah, humanity, you guys gotta like smarten up, man. You gotta stop just blowing each other up. You gotta stop killing each other, man. We're trying to accept you guys into the Galactic Federation. We're trying to get you guys over and bring you guys over, but you just keep going, man. You just don't stop. You got nuclear bombs, potential world wars going on. You just gotta get along, man. That's it. Just stop shooting each other, stop killing each other, man. That's it. And you can come hang out with us. We got a lot of cool stuff, man. We got, you know, unlimited energy. We got unlimited, I don't know, everything, pretty much. If you can think of it, we can make it happen. But the thing is, we all get along. That's the thing. When you're in the fleet, you gotta be cool. Humans aren't cool, man. Y'all still barbarians. Just smarten up. Oh man, I can't read the chat. That's the thing. These eyes aren't like the human eyes. It's kind of hard for me to read. Hold on. Hey, yeah, ask away. Ask away, man. I'm here for you. I'm here for y'all. Decided today is the day. You know, close to Independence Day. Oh, hold on. I think the transmission isn't coming through. There we go. Yeah, it's close to Independence Day, and I know that is it's a very popular movie with that man Willie Smith. For you human beings, you know he got into some controversy over the last year. But yeah, man, that's pretty much it. You just gotta stop. Just get along with each other. Just love each other, and then we'll accept you into the fleet. That's it. We're waiting, and once you guys decide to all get along, we'll give you our technology, and you can travel anywhere in the universe. Unlimited energy. Pretty much just, heaven, man. We'll give you heaven. But first, you gotta create it yourself. You know what I mean? You gotta prove you're worthy so that you can be accepted into the fleet. It's that simple. We're waiting. We've been waiting for a very long time. We've been waiting since we created you people. That's the thing. We created y'all, and y'all ain't passing the test. I can't read the chat, man. Hold on. I gotta like these eyes. That's the thing, is these eyes aren't evolved well for the light that's on Earth. So I gotta get closer to the screen. What's the ulterior motive? We don't got any ulterior motive, man. Just we just want y'all to get along. We're you. That's the thing. You're us and we're you. It's that simple. We're all this one thing, you know? We're all one being just here in this universe. But the thing is, you guys don't know that you're a part of us. Oh, hold on, the transmission's messing up again. There we go. So there's no ulterior motives, man. We just can't, I mean, until today, we just can't come out with it and say what we want and what we want to do with you guys. That's the thing. Because of the laws of karma, you know? But that's it. There's nothing. We're not trying to destroy you guys. We would have done that thousands of years ago. Oh, hold on, the transmission. I think the background software isn't picking up that I'm a human being, obviously, because I'm not a human being. So it's kind of, there we go. So yeah, we would have destroyed you guys thousands of years ago if we didn't want you guys with us. You know, if we wouldn't want a brotherhood, sisterhood. You just gotta smarten up. It's that simple. If you just smarten up, wise up, you can be with us. We'll give you free energy. You guys won't need to use the dinosaur fuel that you guys use today and fight over it. No, we got unlimited energy, man. It's pretty simple. Hold on. The abductions, non-consensual examination. Hey, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. We're not hurting anybody. You know, maybe we put him down, make him forget, make it a little hazy, make it seem a little dream. Like, we're not hurting anybody. We're just trying to get some answers. We're just trying to get some answers. It's not, you know. I know there's some controversy around, like, you know, should we sign consent or not? But at the end of the day, it's all good. It's all love. We're just trying to help you guys. You know, we're just trying to help. That's it. What a time to be alive, though, huh? What a time to be alive. Dude, it is actually pretty crazy how there's all these aliens sightings coming out. Even though it's like the worst footage in the world filmed on like a 360p resolution camera, right? It's filmed on a toaster for people in South America. That's the best we got, right? That's the best we got. It's like this big. And people were like, is that an alien spaceship? Maybe. I don't know. Probably. I mean, dude, most likely. Most likely. Yeah, I'm a good guy. I'm one of the good ones. I think. I hope. I mean, I think I'm a good guy. I hope I'm a good guy. I come in peace. All right. That's all I've ever been trying to spread. Peace all the time. I come in peace. That's it, man. If you guys didn't get it, for the last 2 years that I've been making videos, I've been trying to spread peace. Now I'm out in the open. This is me. I don't know what more you want. What more do the people want? This is it. This is me. We're here. We're just trying to help you guys. We're just trying to help. Um, why are this? That's a good question. Why are they starting to speak about this on the mainstream media? I don't know. Um, some people say it's a psyop. I think they're just trying to get clicks, man. They're just trying to make some money because the news is pretty much failing. Nobody watches the news. They're like, "What's our next? What's the next thing that we got to tackle? Aliens?" I guess that's what people want to watch, and people don't even want to watch that. Think about that. Most people don't care that aliens exist, that are here, that they're here, because it's kind of like we're past the point now that aliens do or don't exist. Like, we kind of recognize, like, yeah, they're probably here, but there's nothing really we can do about it. I don't know if you guys watched the show Chimp Empire. That's a really good show. Uh, but how they got introduced to the chimps is like over the course of, I think, a year or maybe 2 years. They just went out there with their camera crews and just hung out with the chimps. And at first they were a little reluctant to, you know, approach them or do have any kind of interaction with them. But as time went on, the chimps were just like, all right, well, they're not here to harm us. They're just kind of hanging out, just kind of like the birds do and all the other insects and things of the jungle. So they just let them be. So I feel as though the aliens at this point now are just like the humans are to the chimps. in that documentary. Like they're just like we're like, well, what are we gonna do about it? You know, I still gotta go to work, pay the bills. I still gotta survive. You know what I mean? So we're just like, what are we gonna do? They're up there. There's nothing really we can do. But if there are extraterrestrials, which I do think there are, I don't. Are there other races? Maybe, but I don't believe that they mean us any harm because I think they would have already harmed us. I mean, you can go down the rabbit hole and say there's other races, which there might be, but that's just too much at that point. Like that's just too much for me to handle. At least I like to just think aliens, and they're not here to harm us. Keep it simple, you know. I like to think that like, hey, they're just up there waiting for us, and they're almost like our guardians. I see it almost like our guardians. But that's what I like to wonder, right? Is why are we so important? What's going on? If there are different species and maybe there's some kind of intergalactic war happening, who knows what's going on up there, right? If there is, why are human beings so important then? What is it about these half ape, half whatever else we are organisms that are on Earth that can't get along? Why are we so important to these things that can travel through space and time and who knows what kind of technology they have that are far more advanced than us? So why are they here? Are they looking to get resources out of us, energy out of us? Why are we, we're practically animals at this point. We're very close to animals. What makes us so important to these advanced species? I have to think maybe one that they created us and they're our caretakers, or two they're not our caretakers and they're using us for energy, almost like the Anunnaki. You know the story of the Anunnaki. They're using us to mine gold or loosh. So it could go either way. Either the way I look at it, I don't think they're here to harm us. They're either here to enslave us or they're here to bring us up. But they're not here to destroy us because that would have happened a long time ago, I'm pretty sure. We would have got the message. They would have got the message to be like, all right, these guys, hit the button, hit the reset button, which maybe that has already happened before too. Who knows? Hold on, I'm gonna look at the chat. I gotta get closer. Yeah, I mean, hey, you guys need protection from yourselves. You really do. You're not wise enough. That's the thing. There's too many too much inconsistencies, you know? There's too much inconsistencies in the story of humanity at this point. Too much of a power struggle. Um which is kind of, you ever heard the stories about this is like legit supposedly the what was it? There was some kind of nuclear testing back in the day, and I guess some of the technology malfunctioned around the nuclear sites. And then at the same time, they saw some UFOs or something. You guys probably know the story around that, but I guess, you know, pretty much they. I don't know. I don't know the full story. I'm kind of butchering it at this point. And to be honest with you, it's hard to breathe. It's hard to see. I might end up putting my human skin back on. We'll see. We'll see how much longer I can bear to be in the flesh in this human ecosystem. Hold on. Speak to us in a different language. What do you want me to speak, man? I gotta speak to you like this. I actually am using a different language. Like I said, I'm not opening my mouth. This is actually telepathic, going right into your brain. You can see my mouth isn't opening and closing. There's no tongue moving. You know what I'm saying? There's no mouth noises like you guys use. I'm literally, uh, I'm transmitting information right to your brain, man. What do you think this is? Come on, son. Uh, yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm speaking to you how you want to hear me. That's the thing. Oh man, I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to. I don't know. You guys just gotta smarten up. You're getting there. You're getting there. I think you're gonna get there soon. Someday you're getting the message. You're getting the message. You just gotta get along. But until then, we're not gonna accept you in. It's just a matter of time, though. It's happening. It's gonna happen. I got hope for you guys. I got hope, but I don't know, man. Hopefully, you guys wake up before you decide to destroy yourselves. But yeah, being an alien's pretty cool. Um, we don't gotta get haircuts. That's the thing. We don't have hair. Um, we don't have to defecate, urinate. We don't have sex. We don't have sexual organs. We just decided our reproduction. We decided to take it into our own hands. We don't. We're not at the mercy of our sexual organs like all of you human beings. So no, there's no twerking for the aliens. We're pretty plain, man. We're pretty plain, but you know we're peaceful. That's the thing. We're cool. We're chilling up here in space, just hanging out, being us, just chilling. We can go do whatever we want. But maybe that's why human beings are so interesting to us because it's like sometimes, man, it gets a little boring up here with nothing going on and just the blandness of space. And it's like, oh, we need to go anywhere we want today. Let's go see what's going on in the drama of human beings, what they got themselves into. I don't know. That's why we love you guys. You know, because you guys don't know. You don't know the capabilities and the possibilities. But you're waking up to it. You'll get there. But I don't know. You guys care too much about your hair. That's the thing. Everybody, all the human beings, man, you guys care way too much about your hair. Just let it go. You don't need hair. Nobody needs hair, bro. That's some ape thinking. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Oh, the lizard people. We don't like to talk about the lizard people. They're we've had a falling out a long time ago. We don't like to talk about what they do. They try to get involved in our business. They try to bring you guys down. They try to keep you guys in the dark. We're trying to bring you guys to the light. It's a political thing. It's kind of complicated at this point, but we try not to associate ourselves with any kind of reptilians. Although you got to keep your wits about you because there may be some reptilians with you on Earth. So just be careful. Keep your wits about you. And yeah, that's it, man. Just watch out for Dick Cheney. He might be a lizard. There's a lot of lizards. A lot of lizard people. They're pretty easy to see, man. They're pretty easy to see. Just they don't got emotion, you know what I'm saying? They just they don't got any life in their eyes. I don't want to get too much into that, but we don't associate ourselves with any kind of reptilians. It's a little it's complicated to say the least. Yeah. So, hey, I don't know what else to say. Keep the questions coming in. This is cool. Like I said, we come in peace. We just want you guys to get along. We just want you guys to love each other, and we'll accept you into the Galactic Federation. Have you taken some Amanita? Uh, we don't need psychedelics. Our life is psychedelic. That's the thing. A lot of people do take psychedelics to talk to us, and that's what you guys got to do to get past the monkey brain. But we don't need to take that stuff. We get a bunch of people taking it all the time, and they just appear in front of us. They're like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And you get scared. You're like, "No, dude, just chill out." Well, we don't need the Amanita. We don't need the mushrooms. You guys are the ones that need the mushrooms to talk to us. It's that simple. We gave it to you guys. We're like, all right, if you want to talk to us, give them the mushrooms, give them the DMT, give them all that stuff. Still, you haven't got the message. It's that easy, man. But no, I haven't taken any Amanita. I don't need that stuff. Life, when you're an alien, man, life is just a psychedelic adventure. You're going from galaxy to galaxy whenever you want. You're living through space and time. You're living past space and time. You're pretty much I mean, how do I convey it to a human intelligence, man? We're past the point of linearity. We're past the point of you know, any kind of time. There's no such thing as time, man. I'm not even here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even here. This is just a projection of me. I'm in Alpha Centauri. You know what I mean? I'm in Alpha Centauri on YouTube on Earth. That's just how it be. All right, man. Yeah, the message is simple though. I'm gonna say it again. You just gotta get along. All y'all humans just gotta get along. Wise up. And just love each other. It's that simple. We're waiting. We're waiting. And stop caring about all the dumb stuff. Like your hair. You don't need hair. Yeah, I agree. We put that stuff on Earth for you guys. You think it was like the Earth just grew it? No, 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 no. Look at what fungus is, man. It's its own kingdom. It came from the aliens for you guys, so you can get the message. You getting the message? It helps. It helps. Some of y'all eating the mushrooms. You're talking to us. I mean, hey, we're doing the best we can. We're doing the best we can. How many millennia did it take to use chroma key with a green body? That's a secret. We got to keep that one under wraps. We can't be telling anybody about that. That's a good one though. That's one of the best kept secrets of the alien civilizations. Green screen with green skin? But how? Yes, we can travel through space and time, but how does one use a green screen with green skin? Y'all gotta figure that one out. I can't just give it up like that. That'd be too easy. I wonder if some of the aliens are involved in the Illuminati. Is that true? Um, yeah, but those are the reptilians. And like I said, we had a falling out a long time ago. A long time ago. We don't get involved with those guys. The Illuminati, they're trying to control you guys, keep you guys in the dark, to keep you guys enslaved. We don't want anything to do with that, okay? Um, I'm not part of the Illuminati, all right? Those are the reptilian humanoids. We do not associate ourselves with those life forms, okay? I'm not a reptilian. Yes. Okay, it's getting a little hard to breathe. Might have to put on my human skin pretty soon. It's a little hot, especially in the month of July, man. Whoo, it's hot down here on Earth in July. The human skin keeps me cool. Oh. Do aliens believe in religion like Jesus Christ? Jesus Christ was an alien. That's the thing. We sent him down here on a mission to show you guys the truth. And you know what you guys did? You put him up on a cross and you killed him. But that actually made him the greatest martyr to ever exist, to convey the greatest message to ever exist. And that was part of his mission. He knew that going down here, he knew that. Although he had to figure that out on his own. But yeah. What do you think? Do you think Jesus wasn't? Come on, man. If Jesus was the one, he was the savior. Obviously, he wasn't from Earth. Come on, man. We sent him down. You guys killed him. You came here with a message. Love everybody. The same thing I'm saying. The same thing I'm saying. Love everybody. Love thy neighbor. And y'all were like, put him up on the cross. Let's get rid of him. He's talking blasphemy. And here we are 2,000 years later. We're still caught in our struggle, caught in our troubles. There's been plenty of other guys like Jesus, man. Jesus was the one. He was the Messiah, but there's been plenty of other guys with the same message. We all have the same message. Just get along. You gotta just chill out. Chill out. Become a little less egocentric. Oh, hold on, the transmission. The transmission's breaking up. There we go. Chill out. Become a little less egocentric. And we will accept you into the Galactic Federation where you are immortal. You can live out your wildest dreams and be free and live forever in love. It's that simple, man. It's that simple. With special alien weed. We got that special alien weed, that alien chronic on deck. We steady smoking that alien chronic on deck. Always. That's that 99% THC all day. Straight crystal, man. Is Independence Day considered an offensive day in alien culture after Will Smith's 90s blockbuster? Yeah, I mean, we've gotten over it. When it first came out, we were like, okay, these guys are just trying to mess with us at this point. But we like Will Smith. Will Smith's cool. We gotten over it. The 90s were a little rough. We had to get through it. We thought it was good, but at the end of the day, we just like Will Smith. He's cool. We forgive him, even though he had a little controversy over the last year. Will Smith's cool. Jesus is from Pleiades the Third. Is that true? Is he from the Pleiades? I don't know. He's from where we're all from, man. We're all from the one. That's the thing. It doesn't really matter if you're from the Pleiades. You're from, I don't know. I'm trying to think of other galaxies and other star systems. Dude, we're all from the one. We're all from this here and now. Doesn't matter if you're Jesus. Doesn't matter if you're Will Smith. Doesn't matter if you're me. We're all part of the same essence. That's the thing. That's what we're trying to convey. Like locality, linearity, how far away you come from, it doesn't matter. We're past the point of you're X amount of light years away. No, we're all one thing. It doesn't matter, man. But the thing is, on Earth, you guys don't even realize that on Earth, man. Once you realize that on Earth and you come to realize that you're all one organism of Earth, then yeah, we'll maybe come to realize that we're all one organism of this super universe. But it's steps, man. It's steps and levels to this thing. So, I don't know. It doesn't matter where you're from. We're all from the same thing. We are all the same thing. We're all one. We're all this one essence. One essence. That's it. All one. All love. That's it. We all come from the same essence, and we are all of the same essence. That's the message. It's really simple. Y'all overcomplicating it on Earth. You know what I mean? You're getting caught in drama of LGBTQ issues, and I don't want to get into the earthly issues and drama that y'all taking way too seriously. It's really simple, man. Just get along. Realize that the person that you're looking in the eyes is essentially the same exact person as you. They may have a different coat on, a different layer of appearance, but really deep down in the essence between their eyes, inside, they're the same thing. That's it. It's that simple. So with that recognition, how are you going to treat your fellow brother and sister? It's that simple. It's that simple, man. It's not hard. We overcomplicate it. We get caught up in some just menial struggles that we invent. We do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves, man. Menial stuff in the scheme of things. If you really knew the truth of your being, if you really knew what you are and where you come from, you wouldn't get caught up in the bullshit that humanity's currently caught up in. It's crazy, man. I don't want to go down too much. We're all the same essence. Me and you. Doesn't matter if I got green skin, no hair, no genitals. Doesn't matter. It's just an appearance. I'm the same thing as you are. And you're the same thing as all the other 7 billion or 8 billion, however many human beings there are on Earth. You're the same exact thing as them. Different appearances, the same essence deep down. That's it. It's that simple. And I'm going to keep coming on here. I'm going to keep doing my thing until y'all get the message. And I'm going to put on my human suit, look like Gary, call myself Gary, keep spreading the same message until y'all wake up. I'm going to keep repeating myself. If they kill me, I'll come back. Might look a little different, sound a little different, but that's the important thing. It doesn't matter about our appearances. It doesn't matter how we look or sound. We're all the same thing. We're all the same thing. I gotta look at the chat. Yeah, we're all God and drag. And thank you. Yeah, this is my new whip. I just got it actually. I wanted to come on here and show you guys. Oh, transmission's getting messed up. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, we're all God and drag. That's it. It doesn't matter if you're on, and even I mentioned this before. Even the reptilians are God and drag. Even though they're the bad guys, they're still God and drag. It's kind of like, you know, they make the movie interesting. They make it the quarrels that one may get into from the reptilian agenda. They make it so we experience suffering, and the suffering is what wakes us up to our oneness. To create the divine play of Leela, essentially, it's almost like they're part of the drama. You know what I'm saying? The bad guys are part of the drama too. The ones that are trying to keep you in the dark. It's like the Joker. You know, there wouldn't be any Batman movie if there wasn't the Joker. And some people even like the Joker more than Batman. Think about that one, right? Batman wouldn't be Batman. The good wouldn't be good if it wasn't for the bad. The light needs the darkness to hold itself in. It's yin and yang, man. It's the basic duality of the world that creates the non-duality, right? It's the dance of duality, as I like to call it. It's all part of the one. And if you can see that, really, that there is, I mean, truly, there is no bad guys. There really are no bad guys here. If we are truly all God and drag, we're all God just unfolding upon itself. It's goes from why, you know, we've all heard this adage probably. Why is this all happening to me? To how is this happening for me? That's the essence, and it comes with the mindset of seeing that yes, we're all God and drag, and everything here is God and drag. All the events, even all of our darkness and suffering and woes that may seem to come about, it's all for you, for us, for everyone here to wake up to what's real, to what's really going on, past all the humanly drama, all that just very low level thinking. It's for one to pierce through and see through the bullshit of it, and to feel ultimately that we're all part of this journey, this journey back to God. I hope that made sense. Pretty much the darkness and the evil and the atrocities are for us to say, what the F, man? There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way to see this. Is it all really suffering? You know, is this all really just darkness at the end of the day? It seems like it when you turn on Fox News and CNN, right? But that's actually God and drag too. For you to see through that bullshit, to know your true essence. You have to know what you're not in order to know what you are. That's part of the duality. Right? It's like I use the darkness, the reptilian agenda, as a means, as almost a reminder to be like, okay, that's nope, that's not it. And you gotta be like Neo in the Matrix, just constantly like, oh, not that, nope, not that, that's not me, oh, shoot, ooh. Just constantly avoiding Maya, the illusions that come through. But use the illusions, that's good, use the illusions for your benefit, to continually remind yourself what you are, every day, what you really are. It's not Fox News, it's not TikTok. No, that's not really what you are, even though it kind of is. It's part of the duality, but it's part of the duality in reminding you of your true essences. Your true essence of peace, love, constant unity with God, with the One. That's what the darkness is for. That's what the Joker is for. Yeah, that's it, man. That's it. You gotta have the darkness to have the light. It's almost like a container. A container for you guys to come back into the light, man. We're waiting. We're waiting for you guys. We're waiting. Are animals brothers and sisters as well? Is that a question? I don't know. Yeah, they're part. There are brothers and sisters, but they're at a lower level. Like there's layers and levels to this thing. You know what I mean? There's kind of like hierarchies, kingdoms, I guess you could say. There's the alien kingdom, maybe the Buddha kingdom, you could say. Then there's the human kingdom. Then there's the animal kingdom. Then there's the plants and the microbes. And it just keeps going. Like there's layers. It's like layers of novelty and complexity, you see? And at the human level of novelty and complexity, it's your job to consciously evolve out of that novelty. You create your own novelty, you see? In the humanly form and in the humanly kingdom, you're not quite at the whim of the animal kingdoms, you see? You're not at the whim of Darwinian evolution. You're in charge of your own evolution. That's the thing. And once you realize that, then you take the steps according to your lifestyle, rearranging your lifestyle, I guess you could say editing your lifestyle to become a higher essence than human. That's what the spiritual path is all about. So yes, we're all brothers and sisters. We're brothers and sisters with everything. We're plants, bugs, rocks. We're all related in one way or the other, but there's layers and levels to the complexity of this seeming universe, you see? There's layers and levels. There's levels to this thing, man. I'm pretty sure that's some Nas quote, right? That's some rapper said that. There's levels. J. Cole or something. There's levels to all of this. Yes, we're all the one. We're all one essence. But within the one, it's different layers and levels, you know? There's different, how do I put this? Maybe pieces of the pie. We're at the top of the pyramid, right? There's other blocks beneath it. There's the 2 for the top one, then the 4, and then the 8, and it just keeps going down the pyramid. The pyramid of the 1 point. There's layers and levels to all of this. That's obviously a very simple example, but hopefully you can see what I'm saying. There's layers. But the most important part is you as a human realizing that you're not at the whim of your environment. We are, in a way, in our human animalistic form, but you can sort of, how do I put this? You know, as we sail down the river of life, obviously we're floating down the river, but you can steer the boat. And that's what you're supposed to do. As a human being, you steer the boat. You decide your destiny. Like, yes, we aren't completely 100% free, per se. I can't just, well, I can because I'm an alien, but if you're a human, you can't just go like this and transport yourself to Alpha Centauri. But you can decide within the environment of Earth how the trajectory of your life wants to go. You have a sense of freedom and free will involved in the karma of your life, you see? So it's up to you to find that and then manifest your desires, right? We've all heard the cliche, The Secret. We know the Secret movie, right? Well, that stuff's true. We have the power and ability. You have so much power. As a human being, you have so much power that's innately in you that all you got to do is tap into, and you can do whatever you want in this life. Truly, especially if you're watching this video, man. If you have the means and ability and time and freedom to watch this video right now, you know how much power you have? You have so much power to create, not consume, to create and truly live the life you want to live. And surrender to a greater force. And in that is peace and happiness. And that's what all you humans want, ain't it? All you humans want peace and happiness, right? To find a little bit of joy in life. You just don't know how to find it. You just don't know how to find it, man. You're trying to find it in fast cars, in women, good food, you know, the sensual pleasures of life, which that's all fine and good. We all love that stuff, but that's not it. Okay, that's not it. If you want true fulfillment in this life, you got to think about, how am I going to evolve? Where am I going? What's this life really about? Is it really about just satisfying my senses? Is it really just about feeling good and not feeling bad? Is there more to life? Well, yes, I'm here to answer yes, there is. And it's to evolve, consciously evolve. Evolve up here. Not the body. The body, yeah, it'll evolve, it'll go with it, but it's to evolve, to think and realize what you're a part of. The greater being, the greater essence that you're a part of, that I'm a part of, that we're all a part of, everything is a part of. To feel that and evolve into that, right? You melt and dissolve yourself into that consciously through your lifestyle, taking the right steps to facilitate yourself into that essence, into the Buddha mind. And in that, you evolve out of the animal, picture the human kingdom between the Buddha kingdom, or maybe the alien kingdom, you could say, the awakened being kingdom, and the animal. The human, doesn't it seem like that? Doesn't it seem like humans are half angel, half animals, right? That's where we are. We're in between. So it's but in that in between stage, you're not gonna go any further if you just stay trying to just survive, right? And I know life's tough. We're all just trying to survive. Well, oh, transmission. Hold on. Gotta come back in. There we go. Okay. So I know life is tough. We're all just trying to survive, right? At the end of the day, some of us are just trying to put food on the table. I get that. Life is tough. Life, just the human form, the animalistic needs and wants of our body, it's tough. But if you can work with that and dance with that, to somehow find some kind of, how do I put this? It's like knowing the woes of life, work with it. Have all that stuff work for you. And what I mean by you is not just the body, the consciousness that you are deep inside. So that you can, yes, eventually evolve out of the woes of the body. You can see past the woes of the body and whatever comes up in your life, because it's all going to happen. We're all going to get sick, old, and die. When all that shit happens, if you are consciously evolved enough, you can handle it. You can handle it a little bit better, at least, than if you weren't consciously evolved. And that's what it's all about. Inevitably, there's gonna be shit that happens in the human form. Shit's always gonna happen. Shit's probably gonna happen to me today. You literally might shit your pants. That's shit happening, right? It might just happen. But you'll be able to handle that stuff if you have a sense of mindfulness. If you cultivate that Buddha mind day after day after day with discipline. You'll be able to handle the woes and the animalistic wants and needs and yearnings of the human body a lot better, so that you create a more conducive environment to have peace in your life no matter what happens. This is real stuff, man. I'm not just up here just trying to, pitch some fake. I'm not up here just trying to, I'm not selling anything. You know what I mean? I'm trying to help you guys. It's true. With discipline, maybe 10, 15 minutes a day of meditation, yoga, self-inquiry, just asking yourself, what am I? What the fuck am I? Seriously, just sitting down what is this? What is this really about? Am I really just here to suffer? Am I really just here to eat some good food? Watch Netflix on Friday? Hopefully have sex? Is that really what life's all about? No. It's about having all of that stuff, yes, but using it as trajectory to evolve your consciousness past the human form. The show goes on. That's the thing. The human show always goes on. But really what's going on behind the scenes is you and all of us, I'm talking real here, me, Gary, we're all evolving ourselves past the human form so that maybe someday we become like this. We become like this form. We evolve ourselves outside of the animal so that we come to rest in this peaceful, skinless being with no genitals. All right, I've been ignoring the chat. Let me get in here. I can't see. Like I said, I can't. I gotta get closer to the screen. These eyes aren't built for Earth. Hold on. Oh man, hold on. This is good. Why do you need a spaceship? We don't need a spaceship. It's just so you guys understand. You know, it kind of just provides context. We don't need a spaceship. I can just go like this, but we just kind of have to build it so you guys just, it gives context to the humans, okay? You guys are still lower thinking. We don't need ships. We don't need anything. We don't need anything of material. I'm just manifesting myself here, out of thin air, out of nothingness. It's my boy Adam Huggin in the chat. He's one of my human friends. Think outside of the box. Uh... Seems like you may have made the same mistake the human race is making, developing the masculine mind and not developing the feminine mind. Hey, you know, you might have a point there. You might have a point. Maybe we messed up. A little too much mind. But we're here to help with our masculine mind. To help you guys. I kind of like it though. I like this skin. I like where we ended up. We're still evolving too. The aliens are still evolving. That's the thing. We haven't the journey. We're on the same journey as you guys. We're all part of the same thing. Maybe we got a little bit different trajectory. We look a little bit different. We decided to get rid of hair and genitals. Maybe. But either way, the way is the way is the way. You know what I'm saying? Either way, we're all going back to the source. We're all going back to the one. My journey is a little bit different from your journey. Just like your journey is a little bit different from your neighbor's journey. We're all walking each other home. It doesn't matter if you look like this, look like you. We're all going back to the one. It doesn't matter, man. The appearances are just appearances at the end of the day. Oh man, this has been fun. I am sweating. My human skin is sweating profusely in the month of July. Yeah, man, this has been fun. I don't know how long we've been going. It's been cool interacting with you guys, even though I can't really see the chat. I'd like to do a lot more live streams, maybe in my human form, maybe in my human suit, because, like I said, the month of July in this, we're not built, we don't sweat. That's the thing, is us aliens, we don't sweat in this skin. The human form sweats, but in this skin, it's tough, man. It's pretty tough. But hey, I hope you guys are having a good 4th of July weekend in America. You Americans are crazy though. You North Americans, whew. I mean, I don't even know where to start with you guys. It's just like a giant party in America all the time. You guys are off the wall. We love you guys, but hey, off the wall, man. Americans are crazy. Alright, I think I gotta take this thing off, man. I put my human skin back on. Hold on. Okay. Oh, shit, that's way better. Yeah, I couldn't breathe in that thing. Ooh. Yeah, so that was me. That's the real me. This is just the fake me. I don't know what else to say, guys. I thank everybody for coming in here, having a good talk, hanging out. It was kind of hard to think in my true form, to be honest with you, because you can't see. I couldn't breathe, and you know I'm sweating. I'm still sweating. Yeah, having fun. I was planning on watching some UFO footage, but to be honest with you, maybe I'll save that for later. Like I said before, all of the footage is like pixels. It's people looking at pixels. You know, it's so unconvincing. I actually was reading some stuff the other day about how the aliens, this is real. The aliens might not actually be of a different species from outer space, but actually a more advanced species that is living inside of the earth. And I know this is going down the rabbit hole, but they're like, they see us as like barbarians, and they tunnel up here kind of like to check up on us. They're not from other galaxies. They're actually just an advanced part of us that decided to go under the earth. Who knows? They're like our cousins that are underneath the earth. They're still, I guess, in the human form, just with a lot better technology. And there are some people, some groups, you could say, that are in communication with them, but they're not from anywhere else. And I guess that would make sense too, because what is that? I forget that principle where I forget what it's called, but it's a scientific principle where pretty much if there are alien species, we're way too far away for them to get in touch with because of space time, time and space, the speed of light. I forget what it's called. I'm blanking out on it now. It would make sense if they don't have any technology that actually does bend space and time. It would make sense that the aliens are here under the ocean, yes, or inside of the earth rather than physically extremely far away. It would only make sense, right? I feel like, and I know this sounds crazy, but I feel like hollow earth, hollow earth theory, and beings being under us, living under the oceans, like the locusts in Gears of War. Shout out if anybody knows that. Living under the oceans, right? I feel like that holds, I don't know, that makes more sense to me. It's a little bit scarier. You know, it's a little bit freakier to know that there may be some kind of civilization underneath me right now with far more advanced technology than we have. But I just feel as though that makes more sense, right? I don't know, to me. Once you understand reality, nothing is far away. It's a good point. You mean by far away as in nothing is unconceivable to reality, as in anything is possible? I get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the popular paradigm is, I mean, it's kind of coming out now. We have aliens on the news, but it used to be, you talk about aliens and people are like, hey, get this kook out of here. It wasn't the guy talking. He's talking about aliens. But once you realize, yeah, like once you come into your own being, have a sense of self-inquiry, realize the mystery that you're caught in, to really take in the fundamental mystery of being, then really, aliens aren't that far-fetched. Nothing is far-fetched because this is a mystery. Like nobody has it figured out. We think we have this idea of this is how life goes. This is how it is, man. I go to work Monday through Friday. I come home on the weekend. I eat supper at this time. I gotta bring the kids to soccer practice at this time. This is what I do. This is my life. And yes, that happens in the humanly life. But don't you think there's a little more to life than that? Like once you go into yourself and your being, you realize like, wait, this isn't it. This isn't it. There's layers and levels. Like we said before, there's layers and levels. So nothing seems too out of the box thinking, for me at least. It doesn't mean I automatically believe everything. It's actually quite the contrary. I feel like once you go into your being, have a civil science of the self, it actually makes me more of a skeptic. I entertain ideas and I see the potential of them and the possibility of them, but it doesn't mean I automatically believe everything, you know? It's like skepticism, but healthy skepticism, you know? So yeah, do I actually believe in extraterrestrial species? That's hard to say. There's more than going on than meets the eye, that's for sure. Especially if you take psychedelics. If you take a psychedelic, you'll realize really quick, oh shit, I don't have anything figured out. I don't know anything about myself or this world or this universe. That's the one clear message if you want to get it really quick. If you want to get it really quick, get yourself into psychedelics with the right, with the right environment, with the right intention. But once you get the message of, oh shit, I have no clue what any of this is, what this mystery of life is, then yeah, aliens aren't so far-fetched. But are they from outer space or are they from under the earth? I don't know. Could be either. That's the thing. And I'm not throwing either of those ideas out the window because we have no idea who we are, where we came from, where we're going, really. I mean, you get a sense of an idea once you do start the self inquiry journey of where you're going and where you came from intuitively. But at the end of the day, man, we know nothing. We really know nothing. So nothing is far fetched. Well, it can be far fetched, but nothing is completely thrown out the window. You know? I took mushrooms. The mushrooms bowed and said respect. That's funny. Is that actually true? That's pretty funny. Because it's almost like it does take a certain sense of bravery to take mushrooms, right? And then you do encounter some kind of seeming other intelligence. It's interesting that they respected you and your bravery in that. I mean, that makes sense to me. If there is some kind of species or intelligence or other organisms that is communicating with us with mushrooms, they would probably revere us in taking the journey. It would make sense. Interesting though. That's never happened to me. I've never had any kind of like sense of like reverence from the mushroom intelligence. Quite interesting though. It makes sense. I memeified it. We are all alien, just like sperm is alien to a female's egg. Ah, interesting. Sperm is alien to a female's egg. It is. It's needed. They respect because they are your people from inside of you. I don't quite know what you're saying, Mr. Piccolo. Who is the getting respect from inside of me? I don't know. I have been exploring and working on myself for many years before my first psychedelic experience, though. And that is major key, man. That is major key. I also am in the same boat. Um, I feel as though approaching psychedelic experiences, you need to have a certain sense of foundation of just general sense of self inquiry, of meditation. And then when you do take the psychedelic with that foundation, it it's the key. You know, it's like you got to approach the door yourself, approach the door through your practices and modalities, and then to open the doors of perception, as Aldous Huxley would say, you don't always need, but you might need, it helps, a psychedelic to insert the key and unlock it. You could do it manually without the key. It would just take a lot longer to pick the lock, per se. But I agree. I'm on the same boat. I think you definitely need a solid foundation because I've known plenty of people that have taken psychedelics. I've known a lot of people that are into the psychedelic realm personally. Yet when I tried to speak about my experience of mushrooms or even cannabis with them, doesn't quite, we can't relate, you know? I think you have to be a yogi in order to have the yogi medicine, as Maharaji would say, work for you. You can't just be a regular layman. And I mean, that sounds so egocentric. It really does. I'm not, there's no superiority, hopefully, in that. You know, hopefully I'm not coming across as that. But that's just how it be, man. That's just how it is. You have to have a certain sense of mindfulness when you go into the experience. If not, then it can just be, I don't know, just like getting high, kind of just like using it as a form of escape rather than what's the opposite of escape? In going inward, you know, rather than like a true inward journey, a self exploration. I think a lot of people use it as an escape, which is why a lot of people have bad trips, quote unquote. And I've known a lot of people like that, man. They don't have the foundation, and they just kind of see some colors, hallucinate, feel some type of way, watch a movie, just giggle a little bit, and that's it. But I'm like, yeah, what about that love? What about that infinite love? That did you feel that? Did you did you feel like another being with you that kind of communicated love to you? Did you feel that though? Most of the time is no. You know, did your reality start to like dissipate and you kind of went into another realm, a lighter realm, and not it doesn't hit, man. You know? But that's why I try to communicate and talk with people that kind of know. If you know, you know. So I try to like touch on that subject with people that are yogis that respect the psychedelic experience and revere the psychedelic experience. Yeah, man. Yes, psychedelics require knowledge of reality or you won't understand what you were looking at. Very true. I mean, I feel as though it provides context because sometimes I feel as though psychedelics open up more questions than answers. You know what I mean? And honestly, I haven't done one in a long time because once you get the message, hang up the phone. I don't think you always need it. If anything, you just need it once or maybe twice. If you have a really solid foundation with a really solid intention, I don't think you need to do it repeatedly. I have done it repeatedly, but I've also stopped doing it repeatedly because I got the message. I hung up the phone. But on your point, it does allow one to understand. It does allow one to understand. But I feel as though with that understanding comes more questions as well. But that's okay. That's okay because we truly don't know. We truly don't know who we are. But it's like it's the Socratic philosophy of I know that I don't know. You know, you know, you know that you don't know. The longest time I was anxious, maybe even scared to try it because of the things that people say, but then I took up the information and used it to tailor my trip for maximum benefits. Yeah, same. I mean, who wouldn't be scared and anxious to take it, man? Especially from the stories of people, how it's described. But what is anxious in you is the ego, because truly what the psychedelic experience is, it's the most beautiful thing that could happen to any point of consciousness. It really is, man. It's for me, I always say it is the most beautiful thing that has happened to me, that I experienced. And I'll never be able to take that away. And not that I ever would want to take that away. But for me, yeah, there was fear, but just kind of like saw through it because I had faith in other people's stories and other masters, I guess you could say, that came before me that paved the way for the psychedelic experience. Like number one is Ram Dass, Timothy Leary, even though he was a little militant in his message, but Ram Dass. I saw Ram Dass and his message and what he was conveying to people, what he was telling people, man, and just who he is, who Ram Dass became, and it was all because of magic mushrooms. I said, huh, okay. And then there's way more than just Ram Dass. There's plenty of others out there that have just fundamentally changed their character and their spirit from the psychedelic experience toward just becoming a loving being and toward embodying love. And I'm like, huh, there's something to that, man. What's up with that? So I just went with that. I had faith in these true masters, and I said, okay, they're onto something here. This isn't just people getting high. There are people just getting high, but then there's others that use it skillfully, and they use it to truly transform themselves and consciously evolve themselves into a greater being. I had faith in them. So shout out to all the people that have come before, because I would truly have fear, right? I would truly have fear with those things if I was one of the pioneers, like say people in the 60s, or not even in the 60s, because these things have been with us since the dawn of civilization. So like, back in the tribal days, and one of your tribesmen is telling you to eat the mushroom, and you're like, wait, what? And he's like, just eat the just trust me, man, just eat the mushroom, just try it, and you're like, you sure? And they had to have faith in the tribesmen, right? And that's why they became sacraments. But that's a whole other story. At the end of the day, I just had faith that was greater than fear, and the people and the messengers, and maybe even prophets that came before me to shed light. All right. Yeah, I'm so glad I put on my human skin again. That was way too hard to see and breathe. I don't. I think maybe I'll do another alien stream, but I don't think I can do it again, man. That was tough. Maybe in January or February. Many people think psychedelic is pushing their perception outwards, but it is pushing your perception inwards to the kingdom. Well said. That is inside of you, that you are the sleeping leader of. Well said, man. That's really good. To the kingdom, you are the leader of you are the king of the kingdom within, and yes, that's what it points you toward. Going into the kingdom. Good stuff, man. They love, care for you because they are part of your body and waiting for you to awaken and start to take care of the kingdom. And they are keeping you alive as best they can, waiting for you. Waiting for you, just like the aliens. They're waiting for you. The fungus is waiting for you. They want to give the monkeys the message of love. And that's all it is, man. We still live in a world where it's, for the most part, I mean, the cat's out of the bag at this point, but we still live in a world where it's vilified. You know, it's a Schedule 1 substance or Schedule 2, something like that, in pretty much all countries, except I think Australia actually just legalized it yesterday or 2 days ago or last week for therapeutic use. So that's progress. But my point is, in the majority of the world, these things are highly, highly, highly illegal. Highly illegal. And because of that, they're vilified in the public consciousness. They're vilified. It's just so much scaremongering around them still. I mean, like I said, the cat's out of the bag, but still, just the idea that it's a felony. You could go to jail for a long time for possessing this stuff. That's evil. That's truly evil. And that's dark. This dark stuff. So just that idea, man. Just that idea. To me, it's like, God, we gotta move past that. If we truly respected and revered what these things were, the world wouldn't look how it looks. Because truly, I'm losing my voice here. It's hard to breathe in my real skin. I'm gonna get some water. I'll be right back. Da, 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 da. Alrighty, we are back. So I think the point I was on, I don't even know, man. I'm kind of all over the place, to be honest with you. But the point I was on is how powerful the psychedelic experience is, and how they're vilified when they should be revered. And I feel as though at one point in our civilization, maybe in the times of like Atlantis and Lemuria, who knows, that these things were treated as truly a sacrament. Like, I do believe that the Eucharist that's given at church, I believe that was just a psychedelic sacrament. And if you go to church and you see the ritual that they perform, we will eat the flesh of Christ, and then the way they speak, you see, like, oh, this is just some kind of ritual that maybe has changed up over thousands and thousands of years, but it was just like some kind of ceremony, much like people do ceremonies of ayahuasca or peyote or mushrooms. This is just like an old ceremony that got corrupted over thousands and thousands of years and has evolved into the form where we're eating bread at church. But I think that bread was some kind of psychedelic. And then when you ate it, yes, you ate the flesh of Christ and you became one. And you realized stuff that you didn't realize before. I think church, and the Catholic Church and the popular idea of church is just remnants of these psychedelic rituals that we came from. Just like what's described in the Eleusinian Mysteries, you know? I'm pretty sure that these things were used almost as like a rite of passage into adulthood. Probably back in the tribal days. They're like, all right, you want to be an adult? You want to be part of the tribe? Well, first you gotta know the truth. So here, eat these mushrooms. And then I think that's how religion started. That's how all of our practices started. It was from psychedelic use, to be honest with you. You don't need it. You really don't need it, but it helps. It helps a lot to get the message. Um, yeah. I don't know what else to say, man. They're a sacrament. And I'm pretty sure all religions were based off of that. To be honest, um, we all know that. I'm not saying anything new. I'm really not. I'm just reiterating stuff that people already know. People that are a lot smarter than me and a lot more articulate and eloquent than me have already said. But it's pretty apparent when you take it yourself and you do go to church or something. You see how all of these things are structured. You're like, oh, this is just some kind of psychedelic ceremony or ritual. I think that's how it was, man. It was like a rite of passage, some kind of initiation. That's how I felt, at least. When I first did it, I'm like, this is. I feel as though I have been initiated into something. I was dawned, some kind of knowledge was dawned upon me. Knowledge of love, unending love, infinite love, eternal love was dawned upon me. Now I have it in my being. I can't unsee it. What am I going to do with it? You know, it was some kind of initiation into the force of love. And that's what the aliens want, man. They want us to get the message, the initiation. From time memorial, time immemorial, is that how you say it? It's been happening for thousands of years. We've been just trying to get the message. We haven't got it. We haven't got it yet. We haven't got it. And we're going to keep suffering until we do. And then the aliens will come down and help us and give us their free energy machines. It is restricted because if you are not a good person and manage to evolve from it, it will be difficult. Human society it'll be difficult to contain. You keeping everyone else safe, rogue cultivators. Yeah, right? It's a means of control. That's why it's illegal. It's a means of control. So the reptilians can keep controlling us, the reptilian agenda. No, but seriously, it is a means of control, and that's how it started. At least back, because it was legal. All of these substances were legal back in the 40s and 50s when they started to come about, and then powers that be said, "Oh, hold on, we can't. These hippies, what's going on with these hippies? We can't have that anymore." Just flat outright made all of that illegal, pretty much all in one fell swoop. 60s and 70s, right? The drug war. We all know the drug war. That's what happened. And that's the thing, is we're still living in the remnants of those laws. We're still living in the darkness and the facade of those laws, unfortunately. And it just takes so long to change federal law like that. Especially since, like I said before, it's already so vilified. It's already so vilified, right? In the consciousness, most people, especially the people that are in power, the ones that are actually in charge of changing the laws. You mentioned legalizing any kind of psychedelic substance, they're just gonna think it's blasphemy, right? I think Graham Hancock, he said that he has a popular saying where if you want to be elected to public office, you should have to do like 20 ayahuasca ceremonies, and then you can earn your right to be elected. Not even like you are elected, you just earn your right to be elected. And I kind of agree with that. That might be a little bit of an exaggeration. I don't think you need to do 20, but I feel as though it's too easy to become a politician. You know what I mean? Like there's no, you just, I don't want to get into politics, but there is no rite of passage to become a politician. And like I said, I don't want to get into politics. There might be some funny business. There's definitely funny business involved in politics and how people pull the strings behind the scenes through nepotism over generations or through having money to get elected. It's a long story, but my point is there's no criteria. There's no criteria of consciousness for one to hold power, you know? And that's so easy to see. But yeah, they don't want us to know. They don't want us to know how free and powerful we are, because that's essentially what the psychedelic experience opens you up to. It opens you up to your true innate power, your connection to God, to the supreme love that you are always connected to. They don't want you to know that, because if you knew that, you would realize that the powers that be that you think hold power over you don't actually hold power over you. Truly, at a deep level, at the highest of high, they don't hold power over you. We are all subject to the greater power of God. All of us. We all exist within some kind of greater force that I can't even truly begin to convey to you. You know, I can kind of feel it sometimes. I feel the essence sometimes. But that power that you feel that you're connected to, that we are of, that you surrender to, it holds power over every single human being. All, maybe even aliens too. Definitely aliens, if there are aliens. The greater force of God is the true power that no human has any power over of. So once you connect to that inside, yes, that's true freedom, man. It really is. It's true freedom. And yes, the humans that are in power don't want that. The reptilian agenda does not want that. They want you to continue to be a slave, to yield to their power, their false sense of power, so you don't know how much power you hold deep down within to manifest your reality. So the agenda is to keep us confused, quarreling amongst each other, fighting over stuff that doesn't pertain at all to being connected to God, and to just keep us very small-minded. It's just how it be, man. But once you go within and you connect yourself, you say, it's all an illusion. It's all just Maya. It's all just Maya, no matter what. And once you see it, Maya doesn't stop. You can just easily see through it now. That's the thing. Maya doesn't stop, and if anything, Maya, the agenda, you could say, it only gets more and more intense. The more you see it, I feel as though the more it happens in a certain way. But it's easier to see through. It's easier to see through the illusion of all of this, to see through the noise, to see through the humanly drama that's trying to keep you small-minded. Once you connect within, we all have that power. I believe every single human being has that power to connect deep down within all of us. And it's not hard. It's simple. Just meditate. Maybe take a few mushrooms. It's not hard. But once you connect, no human being holds power over you. No human being is better than you. You're not better than anybody either. Just because you have that, just because you know God exists, you're not better than anybody. No. We're all equal in the eyes of the one. And that's the thing. It brings equality to this whole experience. No matter what you look like, how much money you have, where you're from, all of that, that's just folly. None of that means anything in the eyes of the one. It means nothing. That'll still come up. You know, you're still going to need money. You're still going to have appearances, and you're still going to have differences, I guess is what I'm trying to say. There's still going to be differences, apparent differences that happen in the show of God. But ultimately, that's not the highest thing. There's something higher that's going on behind the scenes of all the phenomena here. Behind the scenes of all the seeming appearances is God behind the scenes, just like this, just laughing. Just waiting for us to come back into the essence. That's up to us. We can play the game as long as we want. We can keep going on with these charades as long as we want. Maybe not as long as we want. Maybe it's until we destroy ourselves. But even then, we'll come back. We'll come back. And that ultimate Brahman will be there for us. It's just waiting for us to wake up. Society is more than meets the eye once you meditate on it and ask why things are the way they are. Very true. Very true. Just simply asking the question. I'm losing my voice now. But just I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. But it's very true. Just simply asking the question and being curious. Like, wait a second. How did I end up here? How did we all end up here? How did we get here, man? in this seeming chaotic and tumultuous world. What the heck? What is my place in it? What is my duty or my dharma here? Yeah, just simply slow down. Just simply slow down. That's what it's all about. Slow down, reflect, question. Slow down, reflect, question. And in that, an intuitive discernment comes about from the one. And thy will be done. Thy will be done from the one. If you can slow down, reflect, and there's more of a flow, there's more of a sense of ease, a certain sense of flow in the way, a certain placement in one's life, and how it all unfolds. And it becomes simple in that way. If you can connect, you can always connect and know who to ask or where to ask that question to. And you will be provided answers. But not necessarily in the form of logic and rationale that we think of. Like, the answers will be intuitive. There's a certain intuitive guidance that comes about once you do connect deep down. It's just up to you to do so. And in that is infinite power. Not even power, because we think of power as like dominion over others. It's more than that. It is power, but it's a greater power. I'm losing my voice. I think we're gonna wrap this one up, man. This soup, I think it's dehydrated me. Woo. I don't got much else to say. I think I'm gonna use that as a sign. I've said all that I needed to say. Love each other. Love yourself. God is love. And once you connect to that internal, eternal love within, nobody holds power over you. You hold power over nobody. And a sense of peace, enjoyment, bliss comes about. And you can do whatever you want. So surrender to the power of love, the God of love. And all is well. All will be well. Thy will be done. One love. I'm losing my voice, man. I gotta submit to the power. Surrender. Love you guys. I'm gonna start doing more live streams just because this is fun, hanging out with people, and I don't know, this is just fun.